Hello, for my module 10 reflection, I am asked to share my experiences that I have had with interactive technologies as a student or as a teacher. And as a student, I remember when I was in high school, my 10th grade year, when we came back from summer break, I noticed that they had installed Promethean boards. I thought they were great. I was super excited to get the opportunity to use it, but unfortunately, the teachers at that school, maybe because it was their first year and they didn't want anything happening to them or maybe them getting damaged, we were unable to use them. And I'm not a teacher yet. I'm going to school to maybe, hopefully, in the future become a teacher. But as a paraprofessional in a school that I work with, we have Vimeo boards. I think they're great. I think they're super user friendly. I really like how compact they are and how easily you're able to maneuver. And when you turn on your computer and you just click the on button on the Vimeo, everything automatically populates and it calibrates, and I think it's awesome. I really enjoy whenever I see students being able to use with the pen and maybe circle an answer or select a website for them to go into. I am a big fan of the Vimeo board, and that's a technology I really hope to be able to have in a classroom in the future. And also in the school that I work with, all the math teachers have interactive pads. I think they're pretty awesome. The only thing that I had noticed that maybe there's a learning curve to it. Since you're using the pad, you just have to guide yourself and move your hand accordingly to what you want to project onto the screen, onto the Vimeo board in our situation. But I think they're pretty cool and pretty useful since you're able to be in the back of the classroom and have the students observe the board, and you are able to move the cursor around to wherever you need it, or draw something or write something in. So I think the the interactive pad is very useful. And the second question I am asked to answer is, which rendition of the interactive whiteboard would I choose and why, and what app do I like the most, and what I would choose for my future classroom. And the interactive whiteboard that I chose was the Active Panel Titanium specifically. And I really like it just because it is user friendly. And I also think it is so important to be able to have your students participate in class. I think it will help the students be more attentive. I think it's also a great opportunity for the teachers and the students to have a one-on-one. Even though it's being shared in front of the whole class, I think it's great to be able to have that guide while the students may be working at a math problem on the board. I also think it would be very useful for maybe when the student is able to interact in the classroom with the word, with maybe highlighting a specific sentence during ELA or a reading class, or maybe writing down ideas when they're working on writing an essay, or even numbering the stanzas on a poem. I think the interactive whiteboard is such a great tool for a classroom to have. And then the interactive app. My favorite and my all-time favorite will always be Kahoot. I just really enjoy that application. I really enjoy how adaptable it is. I really enjoy how it's able to be applied to a kindergartner all the way through high school. And the content can be different. I really enjoy how the answers that are prompted for a specific question are very easily detectable. There's really no user error, and I will always be a big fan of Kahoot. And then the last one, what are my thoughts and what did I learn after reading the article? And if I believe I will have similar results if utilizing clickers in a future classroom. And I was actually I was intrigued. I didn't know what a clicker was. I was really thinking it was maybe like a metronome that kept the students concentrated. But to my surprise, it was nothing of that sort. What it actually reminded me of was maybe like a singing show, maybe if it was like American Idol, where all the audience have like little remotes, and they're able to select the number or the person that they believe should win. And all the responses were automatically recorded to a screen, and they were able to see a live view of who was getting how many votes. That's what it reminded me of. And no matter what it is. I think if it can benefit the student, benefit the outcome, and even address maybe an incorrect answer immediately, will be beneficial for the student. I think if you're able to catch maybe an error being made or the wrong answer being selected and being able to automatically provide feedback on it to prevent the mistake from being from happening again, I think it's great. And perhaps I might have the same results as them. I did notice that the results varied, but once again, maybe it just depended on a certain day. Maybe it just depended how the students felt about the subject that was being taught. Maybe it was a brand new subject. It was maybe the first time they were hearing it. I think those are all variables that should be taken into consideration. But this is all for my reflection for Module 10, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you.